Earth to Audrey by Susan Hughes and Stephane Poulin. The first time I saw Audrey, I almost didn't. The next time I saw her, she was sending signals. There couldn't be anyone up there answering back, could there? When I saw Audrey again, she was training grasshoppers. Her antennae had to be fake, but the grasshoppers didn't seem to think so. After that, I kept my eyes peeled for Audrey. I never knew where she would turn up. I never knew what she might be doing. She might be creating a strange concoction. She might be building an odd contraption. Lots of times, she was just lying down looking up. I began to wonder, was she from another planet? Was she an alien? Summer holidays had already begun. The neighborhood was quiet. My friends Sam and Ahmed were away at camp, so I decided Audrey had to be an alien. I had always wanted to meet an alien, and my friends would want me to meet one too. That's why when I saw Audrey again, I stopped my bike. "What do you want?" Audrey said. I could tell she hadn't learned many Earth manners yet. "My name is Ray," I answered. She didn't speak. "Why do you lie down so much?" I asked, trying to keep my voice friendly. Maybe she had a laser gun or a spaceship hovering nearby with a tractor beam to call me aboard. Audrey paused. Then she shrugged. "Try it for yourself," she suggested. No sign of a laser gun or a tractor beam, so I cartwheeled over and lay down beside her. The wind blew. The green leaves swayed and moved. "Green, green, green," said Audrey. She sounded like she was talking to herself or to someone who wasn't there. How can one small word be big enough to describe all this? I wondered too, and I was the one who lived here on this planet. Next time I saw Audrey, she was taking off her shoes and socks. She saw me, but didn't say anything. Still no Earth manners. I went over and took off my shoes and socks too. We stretched out our arms and legs. Starfish-like. "I can feel the Earth holding me," Audrey said, smiling. "Me too," I said, surprised. Audrey rolled over and pressed her cheek against the hot grass. She hugged the Earth back. I took her over to the sand pit a few days later. "My name is Audrey. I'm staying with my father for the summer," she explained. It had taken her a long time to come up with that story. I nodded as if I believed her. I wonder what her true alien name was. Audrey buried me, all except my head, another Earth hug. It was fun getting to know an alien. I never knew what to expect. Sometimes I would tell Audrey something and she wouldn't hear me. Was she communicating with someone from her home planet? Earth to Audrey, I called, and she laughed. By the middle of summer, Audrey was more comfortable speaking Earth English. She talked to me more. "Hey Ray, I wanted to show you something that I brought from home," Audrey said. Her spaceship, some galactic dust, some plasma pets. On Earth, it's simple. Up is here and down is here, Audrey said, holding a globe and pointing. But when you're in space, maybe this is up, or this. She turned the globe upside down, then sideways. I felt like we were in her spaceship, seeing the Earth for the first time, new and astonishing. Audrey's brother Timothy arrived from basketball camp one hot afternoon. He crossed his eyes. He snapped his gum. He didn't say hello. Then ta-da, there was a basketball spinning on his finger. "Ha," Audrey laughed. "Imagine the stars spinning once around for each day." "But what started the Earth spinning, I wonder?" "And why?" she whispered. The ball twirled forever as we watched. Days and months and years passed. Aliens can make you see the future. The next day, Audrey said, "Hey Ray, let's go for an Earth ride." Aliens are patient. We sat still for a long time, trying to feel the Earth move. Slowly, the Earth rolled us out of the shadows and into the sunshine. We wiggled the tip. I stopped looking at the calendar. I wasn't missing Sam and Ahmed. I wanted summer to last forever. I invited Audrey for picnics in the park. I showed her how to ride bikes around the track, pretending we were horses. She showed how to find the North Star and the Big Dipper. I took Audrey to swim at the public pool. After watching her in the water, I could tell there weren't swimming pools on her planet. Audrey took me to see a movie, The Creative That Came From Beyond. She said she was disappointed. She didn't think the creature was very realistic. Then August was ending. The sky seemed far away. Audrey's planet must be even further away, I thought. I couldn't imagine so much space between us. The night her mother arrived, Audrey invited me over. She didn't have to tell me. I knew she was leaving soon. When I got there, everyone was lying on the lawn, joined at the head like an earthbound star. "Hey Ray," Audrey whispered in the dark, making room. Bang, said Audrey's mother. Suddenly, I jumped and Audrey took my hand. There was nothing at all, and then bang, the universe began. Suddenly there was something, the first something, an explosion of stuff, she explained. I remember before meeting Audrey and then after meeting Audrey. Nothing and then something. Everything comes from that beginning, Audrey's mother went on. Everything comes from the very first particles created in the first explosion. The bits and pieces that make up the trees, the animals, the water. Each one of us. All the people who have been, the Earth and the other planets, the stars, everything in all other 100 billion galaxies and everything in between. Everything that ever was and everything that ever will be comes from the great explosion at the very beginning. Into the silence, I asked hopefully, even aliens? Even aliens, Audrey's mother agreed. Everything shares a first home. We lay looking up and feeling close for a long time. The next day was the last day. I wondered if Audrey might give up her life in space. Earth was a good place to live. I could see that she was getting to like it. Maybe you could stay, I suggested her. Maybe you could live here instead. She didn't answer right away, but I waited. I knew her Earth manners had improved. I can't stay, but I'll come back next summer, Audrey promised. I wouldn't miss her for anything in the whole universe. And so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for Audrey. Who knows where she'll turn up? Who knows what she might be doing? I don't want to miss her.